Hey friends, welcome. Have you ever found yourself saying, I'll be happy when, when, when? Maybe it's when you graduate, land that dream job, get married, or retire. It's so easy to place our happiness on the other side of an achievement, imagining it's waiting for us somewhere in the future. But let me share a truth with you. Happiness isn't something you chase, it's something you choose. Right here, right now. One of my favorite quotes is from Alfred de Souza, and he said, "For a long time it seemed to me that life was about to begin, but there was always some obstacle in the way. At last, it dawned on me that these obstacles were my life." And John Lennon beautifully captured the same idea when he said, "Life is what happens when you are making other plans." These words remind us that happiness isn't found in a far-off destination. It's woven into the journey itself. So let's talk about how we can embrace that truth, drawing inspiration from both science and scripture to help us live joyfully today. Happiness is in the journey. For many of us, happiness feels like a reward waiting on the other side of an obstacle. We think, if I can just finish this project, get that promotion, or save enough money, then I'll feel happy. But life isn't something that begins after we've crossed the finish line. It's happening now, in every moment, good, bad, or ordinary. The truth is, if we're always looking ahead, we'll miss the beauty of the present. The laugh of a loved one, the colors of a sunset, or even the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. These are the treasures of life, right here in front of us. Positive psychology shows that happiness isn't about reaching goals. It's about finding meaning and joy in the process. Studies reveal that people who savor small moments, practice gratitude, and remain optimistic experience greater well-being than those who focus only on achievements. And the Bible reminds us that joy isn't tied to circumstances. Ecclesiastes 3, verses 12 through 13, tells us that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. And joy is available to us every day if we choose to see it. Finding joy in the everyday. If happiness isn't something we achieve, but something we live, how do we embrace it? Well, it begins with finding joy in the everyday moments that make up our lives. Here are 3 ways you can start. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting our focus. It's easy to dwell on what's missing, but when we take time to notice what's good, we open the door for joy. Studies show that gratitude actually rewires the brain, increasing dopamine and activating regions associated with happiness and well-being. Even the simple practice of writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day can completely transform your perspective. Now, gratitude is a core theme of the Bible. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18 says, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ." So, when we thank God for His blessings, no matter how small, we draw closer to Him and open our hearts to His joy. Cultivate optimism. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth and trusting that good things are possible. Research shows that optimism boosts mental health, reduces stress, and even strengthens the immune system. When we expect good outcomes, we are more likely to take actions that make them a reality. Now, the Bible calls us to trust in God's plans. Even when life feels uncertain, Romans 8, verse 28 reminds us, "And we know in all things God works for the good of those who love him." Even in tough times, we can have hope knowing that God is working behind the scenes for our good. Be present in the moment. Life happens in the present, yet so often our minds are caught in the past or racing towards the future. Learning to live in the moment helps us truly experience the beauty of life as it unfolds. Mindfulness studies show that being present reduces anxiety and increases happiness. It allows us to savor the richness of every moment, whether it's a conversation, a meal, or a quiet walk. Now, Jesus modeled presence in his ministry, giving his full attention to each person he encountered. In Matthew 6, verse 34, he teaches us, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." And, that's beautiful. Trusting in God allows us to let go of worry and focus on the gift of today. Living your dreams now. So, what about the dreams that we hold in our hearts? The ones that feel so essential to our happiness? Well, it's important to pursue them, but don't let them define your joy. Begin taking small steps towards those dreams today. Don't wait. And if some dreams don't come to pass, remember, life is still full of meaning and beauty, and you can always try again. Never quit. Research shows that taking small steps towards meaningful goals boosts motivation and well-being. Even incremental progress triggers the brain's reward system, helping us feel accomplished and energized. And Colossians 3, verse 23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." So when we approach life with faith and diligence, we find fulfillment, regardless of the outcome. Now, here are 3 simple ways to start embracing happiness today. Start a gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Science tells us that when you do this, it strengthens pathways in your brain for positivity. And the Bible tells us, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Set daily intentions. Instead of obsessing over long-term goals, focus on what you can do today to bring meaning into your life. Science tells us that this will encourage mindfulness and reduce overwhelming thoughts and activities. The Bible tells us, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans." And finally, celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate the little victories in your life. Science tells us this activates the reward system in our brains and will boost our happiness. The Bible tells us, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." So, happiness isn't waiting for you around the corner. Surprise, it's here, right now, in the laughter of a friend, the warmth of the sun, and the peace of knowing God walks with you. Science and scripture agree. Joy isn't something we find. It's something we create by how we choose to live each day. So, as you go forward, let go of the idea that happiness is waiting in some distant future. Look around you. Breathe deeply. See the beauty in the moment you're in. You know what? Happiness is now, or it's never. Choose now. Choose joy. Choose life. If anybody can do it, you can. And if anybody deserves to be in the present moment and live a beautiful life that's fulfilling, you do. Absolutely, 100%. I care about you. I believe in you. And if anyone's worth it, you absolutely are. I'll be back tomorrow with some more ideas to consider, just things to throw out there, hoping that as I share these positive ideas, it helps build a positive confidence within you as you consider the positive life that you can move yourself into today. Take care of yourself, my friends. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Hey, don't forget, hug your family. They love you. Talk to you tomorrow.